Kituma wandike nyimbo controversial by the way.
Ngoro de Kenya na no hote ku access nyimbo cia Beyonce.
Yes.
Kwa nini Beyonce asi access wimbo yangu akiwa mahali yako? No winiria kihwa-ini na dance ere hau mena kiria taiti cia USA. Nona kaundu kau gakandakaria muno.
Were determined ukorwo we actress.
Mucendia kona kamucoro kau ka mwana wake na kuria ngienda thie.
Ni kwari na vuta ni kuvuta tondu hindi ni gukoreragwo actors nimekora aini nimekora
uniho da stampiro approve yo ya this is what you're meant to do. Because in theater ungihetia ndongira mundu ai ngojeni kidogo atene niende niangalie lines nikujeni ndienda kumeta perfectionism no ni atumire ngoragwo ngioera maundu mothe maria ndireka no rito weho fulani wena ni wale hagwo wega muno
wahetia line haria
ne ukarengo gikihikaga
haya
tugikigiaga ciana
haya
tugikihe tukagiro
marriage na kids ni tuguka how the horror.
I will never have the marriage discussion with my children. Never. It will never be a topic in my house.
About life. Are you bitter about marriage? Are you bitter about your past? Are you bitter about
Ndugu kugwito kwa jagi koyuini te ciana ni cia ciaro taudia ciarire igiri at the same time they were all feeding in my stomach for at the same time the same food nini maciaro at the same time no te gemi cia kaheni ithano nikigeka. Okay, we need to remove this notion ya marriage at till death. Rutogyo na twendaniri. We can have a relationship without having to share a roof. Does it make sense? Nitari ukwe misemani itadhiaga itari na bete. Na dire mohiku. But because you know, heo dogo kuwo differently.
Niki by the way utari married.
KURIA TV, be a champion.
Otherwise, karibu sana.
Thank you.
Ugutora gatia.
Dire na oru. Ndirio sawa indwa kenyona.
Ndona uri okuo. No raina.
No raina.
Kuka were utakirigita kuruta tigagura marutite rumwe wina gikanda kimwe kiari hau njiguaga hiki makigo kia mama kiti
kiriko
herubo arutite we
rore ko gikanda kiriko
gikanda kiho kiari handsome ari nakio
rwa mbere maybe
rotagwo
tigana nanie
bas that one ona kesho na andu aria kuya cuma
ni gutuikaga uguo
gutuikaga uguo
ni ndamenyire thutha ucio
ndwamenyete
ni kuri ni ari o mundu o wa kawaida. Because he was a friend to actaga nake.
A friend.
A friend, yes. Yeah.
A friend.
I know a friend. Yeah. Nina dake makate we ni wa muonire uguo.
Ni ndikaga atiriri. Ni ni ndikagiriria uria ground irauga.
Ai, na ni he bata.
Ndikagiriria uria ground irauga. So ni ndia menyete ndungigwa airitu au office makirate na Gathoni Dival arutire karumbo. Lakini kuna jamaa kwa hapa rugigithie wikati ukiona rwimbo to ndigigithie ukiona mwana kiosio igithi kuona rwimbo
okay kira guoko haria mwana kiakiri
ndamone ona kandu ni nandike mundu ati dia kikiwa to ndingikihota gutariria no ru aria makiuga uguo ri tikwenda kumarakania
woni wa
Ucio no woni wa karibu kwa Jeff.
Thank you very much.
KURIA YouTube channel. Andu ingi muno ni ma suggested okay guisha kamera bado ndire akuona ira ndresi atiriri igathomire tondu ndatigirire ekure kwa wangu wa makirire ndimuonete agithaka ngari reke ndimuri tondu ndiramenya riu matire na rehearsal ahota gukorwo ari around ukiambe we introduce wega andu makumenye kwanyu ni ku makumenye wega.
Alright, ni njitagwo Gathoni wa Waweru ni kamera no. Njitagwo Gathoni wa Waweru ndi muini na mwandiki na muthaki wa mithako ya ngerekano na no tugikaga maundu mangi maingi chini ya maji tondu no muhaka tugethe mutu. Yes.
Mutu ucio kawendagia ndawa tondu roga chini ya maji.
Riu no menya riu art na maundu maya mangi ti related. Koguo ni kuri gwa gwethera mutu na ni kuri gwa
Okay. Gathoni kwanyu niko?
Gwito ni guciarwo ni Gathiga.
Gathiga hara Pastor KURIA.
How only Pastor KURIA ni my neighbor.
Ugigikora ta ciana iri.
Ta ciana iri ingi ngendagwo ni Ngai na andu.
Amwe na amwe.
Amwe na amwe tondu ti othe. Kuri andu amakoro. Oguo ngithomera mukiro ucio ungi kundu gwitagwo Kihara. Njira ya guthie Gacie. Ngithomera Kamoiro Primary in Gacie and Kihara Primary. Ngirikia hau ngithie Gitwe Girls Githunguri.
wauma riu hau gutwika ndure handu hangi urenda guthie
ndauma riu ndwikanetie uguo nginya ihinda riri tondu ndauma ndirikanaga immediately hĩndĩ twarĩkagia cukuru was it in November ngiona auditions December cia theatre
Kenya National Theatre were determined gukorwo we actress kana
not really no art ne anumagirira muno
okay
tondu ona taru de ku gathigai muci ndoikaine muno ni undu de Sunday school ni ndakoyaga folk songs
okay
na tukahotana muno so kaundu kau kari othe-ini wakwa na itoi itagakuoketwo muno so the auditions ge qualify do I think how ni oda stampiro approve yo ya this is what you're meant to do so geka set books na fanaka arts geka for one term like which is very lucky todo adogene meka set books for a long time actors again January now kona mudu nekete set books for a period of even 6 years ata get a breakthrough ro ni kirekia dwalire bere ni riri set books ria twekaga ri twekaga mafuku ta river between siari na Gikuyu na maundu ta macio maku understand Gikuyu na nyimbo cia Gikuyu koguo no njuge kaundu kau nikajikirie mbere tondu director ya ndari nake ni anutire ni nyendete Gikuyu muno so he linked me to a director hindio niguo show cia Gikuyu ru ciari show tigari uturagerie gucoka show cia Gikuyu niguo ciugaga theatre the public shows so akini connect na director wari fanaka hindio wetagwo Tash Mitambo githie audition just a small interview toro twari ta ndweri
yes
na ngihetoka mostly juga ndahitukire ni undu wa confidence tondu ndigiuga the muno ni ndakiuĩ uria gwathiaga and that is where my journey in theatre began
yes
riu
ri by the way Tash tono amugweta thire ku
Tash ariokuo ni ahede ari na kambuni etagwo Renegade no ekaga mithako na no areka maundu oguo ni akoragwo umwe wa nene a Kit Fest ikoragwo ta program ya theatre ya kuonania plays koguo ni mathiurukaga gaga bururi oguo magekaga plays in different theatres in the country so he's still very active
ariokuo ari mundu ungi wetagwo 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻 atwikire MCA Ginya thaisi
no
wabetie kambuni ya Fanaka
yes ucio niwe watwandikite
anake turako menajeri wake
mario kuona ndimonaga uguo mitandao-ini na no akiwa gitwikire MCA koguo twarakiruta wira
no araruta job wauga ni kugeria murakeria gucokia mithako ya Gikuyu kahende rakuite COVID yokari ni kwahanire ta kwaharagana tondu COVID yokire so before COVID theatre ni ambire ikikwo refurbishment so ma refurbish theatre ni kwagire changes prices cigethi iguru kugwa ndore matahotaga ku afford theatre ona hindio ya teneri magikorwo no rito muno wa ku afford space so plays ikiamba gucoka thi cia Gikuyu tondu kwari na a lot of competition and then COVID came. So when COVID came, ona iria ciageragia kuyukiriria cige collapse. So after COVID, maundu mathiete magicokaga progressively. Koguo thaisi niguo mithako ya Gikuyu iracoka riu wega. And we are glad that we are coming back at a time where people are really hungry na kumenya maundu megie unduire ruga itu na maundu ta macio. Koguo nikio tutirahana ta struggle muno. Aciari tu marari na options igire ya tene either makoro mena mbia cia gutwara college kana makoro matire makoya option ya guthie gwibanga hihi ugikora ni kwari na ati ni makwendekagiria ati kana kwendekithia ugakorwo wi undu fulani na hihi wamera nirenda guthie maundu ma mithako ya ngerekano ni kwari na vuta ni kuvuta tondu hindio ni gukureragwo actors nimekora aini nimekora
okay so my dad ari mwalimu koguo ni ari na kamusoro kau mucendia kona kamusoro kau ka mwana wake na kuria ngienda thie we ndakiugite straightforward kiria arenda ndwike no I'm sure uhoro we wa usani ti undu wonete but because my mom ni tukoragwo na a very close relationship ni onete na ni onaga kamweneni na we ti mundu she's very open minded koguo ni aheire support muno na hindi oda kigira theater
yes
cause set books tikoragwo na besa as much
nenda they could go 50
wana ni wale hagwo wega muno
wahetia raini haria
ne ukarengwo makona gafuku hau
yes
so ukona mamni ani supportire muno koguo ni ndigiuga ni ndathingiririo mwena o wothe because eventually I went back to school geka graphic design na ni dekire communications at NIBS
yes.
So yeah I was doing both
okay Rewe theater no arikia kuhura set book ciaku hindi niguo muthuri gwitwo 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻 ameria gwika indo haria Alliance
ashikithete muno
ciakoragwo cie theme niguririkana he mutwathite na Waititu na andu angi kuriwe no iguire ta watuika satisfied kana no iguire ta wakeni nundu uria ureka
one thing I love about theater na nijugaga theater ni ga satisfaction keho todo the difference between theater and TV is the response you get in theater is immediate koguo thrill leo ni njega koguo andu ayo ko to maikarete hau mwinao oko ni wa makeni oko ndona makenia ukamenya uria gwika tugaga you're as good as your last performance koguo ukamenya uria ku improve nigethe ya keri korwo njega the other thing about theater ni ndaigwaga kigenia muno tondu ni ya feedire ndienda kumeta perfectionism no ni atumire ngoragwo ngioera maundu mothe maria ndireka no rito weho fulani because in theater ungihetia ndongira mundu ai ngojeni kidogo acheni niende niangalie lines nikujeni so it really shaped me na ni shapeaga maundu maingi no noria approachaga maundu maingi muturire-ini
so no wendete gukorwo with theater
yes yes Nagegwire theater niri ka ugucio keho ni ndiwe gakoragwo gegaki ona ngithie o achieve maundu maria mangi ungenda ku achieve muturire-ini uhurirwo thimu guo witwo show no uguthie no stage niri ka sama keho we
riu ni okay ugicoka riu twarikia fanaka ni athita yahuruka riu miaka ino ingi nayo urariku covid ni oka yeta gutirathio ni hiri kurekwo ni refurbish ureka atia
so maica bagithina mbere tugikirutaga mawira ta andu aria angi tugikihikaga tugikigiaga ciana tugikihitũkagĩrwo
marriage na kids ni tuguka how the horror
tugigithiaga na mbere uguo na maica riu nginya haha turi
so where were you at what point wabiriria kuina
music ndabiririe kuina professionally in 2016 na ndabiririe kuina ni kung'urika
niki
ni ngikura ri ndakurire ngithikagiriria a lot of Kikuyu radio and kwe hedio TV stia huraga nyimbo muno so me grew up listening to a lot of Kikuyu music so hedira twabirie kuona nyimbo ici TV nere ukona ta nyimbo cia Demethio ukona there's not rwimbo ruthaka muno uria rwaruthikiriria no ta ru arora visuals ya rwimbo hathire there's no much thought put into it no winiria kihwa-ini na dance ere hau mena kiria taiti cia USA nona kaundu kau gakandakaria muno because even kina Demethio you can excuse them but now aria maroka riu ningire marenda gwika uguo ucarie kihwa ucarie dancer uguo so na tondu ndungibundithia andu uria megwika maundu ri I decided I want to write my own music and there's a path I want to take because vision yakwa yari beyond local international because agikora de Kenya na no hote ku access nyimbo cia Beyonce kwa nini Beyonce asi access wimbo yangu akiwa mahali yako
exactly so
that was the vision it is not dead
it is still there
very much alive it is very much alive and I am loving where we are going and so ugo ni ndabiririe kuina luckily hedio ndireciria meciria macio katempa agikorwo ni umira Yes. So akirehe the style of music that resonateaga nayo. Because I really loved Mugithi, but nende iguaga bado hena kaundu fulani igatara
ukenia
ni omanya demo hakaini wa millennial na Gen Z kuwa ka Gen Z no karaji kati mwena uyu so nende iguaga hena kaundu gatigetie so Katempa akafungua hiyo Kikuyu Urban so I remember he's the one I actually contacted akidwara gwe Kasenti
Kasenti on the beat
Kasenti on the beat
yes
he's fire on that one one is a good beat maker so Kasenti is the one who recorded for me Tigana Nani
yes
na Tigana Nani rogethie yo ginya rukimakia like I don't know dio because I'm a very controversial writer and I already knew that about myself so I didn't think na dogine me ko resonate na rweboru but it did really well
atuga Tigana Nani ni mundu wainagira
Tigana Nani
kiafio ni mundu wakurehire githina
ni mundu warema unona andu aria madereda gukurekia dereda gukwenda wega riu
uramwira Tigana
Nani
nginya gaikani ndo ni kungurika tahuti tuigura rainagwo Tigana Nani
Ti andu othe makoragwo mobeirwo kihiko nigitithwo othe twendaga gutindaga riko wamenyire ni ngwendete ukianjia maringo riu we wacokera kiko koragwo single Tigana Nani maisha ni macenjirie Tigana Nani niwe wamenyeririe ndigihota gucokerera kirimo ndigihota tonenda tigire orimo
mundu cio ndenda kumukania
mundu cio riu
ngituma wandike nyimbo controversial by the way
ni tondu ugo niguo ndiciragia I can't help it my mind is very I'm an artist so I'm very open minded koguo ni ndikoragwo na limits ho and then ni gurete luckily for me gurete na ugoda kure my mom is very open minded as well koguo ni ndikorete in a structural upbringing
for example
ate dia food thirio dia sire irio ni da food thirio gwe siria yes
ukirori wewe ciragia
riu
ni kuga we ungenda mundu ndumuhithaga umwiraga point ni tene
ukamenya yo gweka na information iyo
what you do with that information
is none of my business tondu nie gukwenda ri gutira determine ni we kunyenda back do you understand so nie no ngoro ndina feelings ya kuna we nduri na riu we ndeigira stick ndukugia ati tondu ni ndeigira kugo kaba ngwire sinyu ni nyume hau we wigiage na uhoro ucio
no ndugikorwo mundu very dangerous
riu niki
mundu spoken when kana very dangerous
asa ni you know I don't understand concept ya kuhigira maundu because odoyo he handu wauma na riu we kwa nini mimi ni bebe hiyo burden peke yangu kama ni wewe unafanya ni feel for to bebe hiyo burden sisi wote
to share problems
ni ngiaga toro nawe okaga
okay I see where you're coming from rwimbo rwake kana wina ruru mwetu
asa gika ni uwe
ruina wate
ni wera wakwa ni joya ndothe ni marakwenda aire tunatumia mwanango hana twirio twega mugago hana riua uhitukaga magakenga na aria makagega ngoria ihine mamenyaga no gukinyitie haha no guthondekete wega ugakinya kwihanda kindu ta kiu
rune rwa keri
so the inspiration was just people just ado ni makona maundu maingi muno no uringie mundu handu no semania na mundu umuringie handu akinya mukira uri ongi ambie kuona thari we weringirie so that was the inspiration behind that so it was basically ona ongereka kwira andu we ni uwi you and I know yes when you ni ndagukiniria and I know yes
that and everybody else know
even if they don't know know and I know
yes
and I know that you know
yes Uno rwathire atia?
It did quite well, but nie on my side diaro pushire as much. Kwa sababu quality wise video yari a bit low considering haria daigete standards na tigana na nie.
Yes.
Kugo ndaiguire ta dagoithia to standards kidogo. So I didn't push it as much, but it did well. It did well as well.
Yes.
Kuma hau geba I think ugotika ka break kanini gisoka girekereria Suzana.
Oh.
Suzana originally done by Sauti Sol. So
yes, Suzana.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Ganona ne damunyamunyi bona.
Nyora.
I call it Suzana re. Edradi ke bada. Oh, ne jo all my enemies are suffering. No need to
Thina waku ni riri rwagikora menya Suzana na ni rwagamia kere kuri na kuma Suzana ginya 2025 niguo kugite nyimbo nyingi ri
ashushugi cio thene cia
nora simenya
no rwa nyendete piu ni ru rwa enemies are suffering na rungirwa ruinagirwo yuria na kupe ya rugu ni rwa Erogedagia muno.
Ni rwathene fiu.
Tagwo per capita sharing.
Umenye uri urathi na mbere ukiaragia no guturamenya miaka yaku.
Gakwanya de mukoro.
Fiu.
De mukoro and I need problem.
Okay.
De mukoro I don't have a problem.
Okay.
Suzana tuinire.
Suzana. Hey Suzana, ne wakinyire ndirono gekera bisawe na sponsor. Suzana, newe hotire, derona newe rohire, na jurekera iha, dera kona pari, oroga metana DJ, wekere tekamini, na dora tabora, na negona gambaige, oke hioria madiaba, ona gekoroti mama, dora 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻. My toe, hello, wakinyero neroro, menyani akwedete, Suzana wito, yes.
Nose, Aya, Suzana no kirekereria.
Suzana girekereria, it did very well. Kana nero aragirerio muno, muthenya umwe ndahurirwo thimu ngirwo, hey, mejisikia kwa radio. Radio fulani we, nene ogwo ya githungu. But luckily or unluckily, when I released that song, it was around, I think, 2019, 2020, how COVID giuka. So, okay, lockdown. So, there's not much I could have done with the song. Because on a good day, for interviews and whatever was a problem. Yeah, but so that is a stamp for me, because my validation does not come from all those other things. As long as nijugaga de tamote wa masugwa, tamote wa masugwa dore ya masugwa. So ni da release masugwa kore dore mara yari make nione more.
Marie. Ako matuka no maikare.
Yes.
Kuma hau hero boroge wiki.
Kuma hau geka still a cover itagwo Storm is Over. Marurume. Storm is Over ni rwa Arkeli. Ru no umenye. Ru ni uweje. Ru ndogato gwithie. Storm is Over. Storm is Over na. One. Good. Very nice.
Demo wa. Nyimbo de siwe by the way. Then ni koina.
Okay.
Nyimbo de siwe then ni koina na kuridikana.
Rokigira nero igira garwero barokiuma.
Rokiuma comedy.
Okay. Very nice.
Rutia kiria. No ru mundu rosindite gukone uthuri. Au akora gwe normal zaidi ya normal. On fire be.
Niwe number 1 haria thutha.
Ana no origetie mena riri. Mena mwara wa ithe witu ngi wi ha.
Aya nigo hana kuina.
Aina gacia riri. Meta Tipsy G.
Tipsy okay.
Tipsy G.
Na ni mana Tipsy G.
Iyo.
Iria ru wio tangithiria.
Ndingimenya ona.
Ona ngirugirwo.
By the way reke ngwire ndekire uguo muthenya umwe na reke ngwire gukora ni kuru. Muthenya umwe ngithie Kilimani. Undu gwetagwo I think it's called 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻. There is a very posh club there about. Riu mekagirira andu turi bo turi kutu aba ni hau no ndaigwire abantu ni ndiamenyete what they are saying.
Yeah.
No reke tiga beat day gwamenya icio ni cia TOK. Dikido kigikwira maugaga
niki na maraki na githweri
aca kiu kiao ni ndiguaga
thina niki
ndiguaga ona ki
thina ni ruga
Diguaga kindu. I can't even tell you what they are saying.
Why?
Because I can't understand.
Do you listen?
I listen.
But you don't understand?
Dudu menyaga. Ndiamera maundu mangi hate magwanda. Ndiri wote magwanda na iguo ndiamenyaga. Ndeci ne besa.
No magwanda akiri githweri.
No.
Yes, ni Kiswahili sanifu.
Magwanda.
Anyway,
the way they put it,
yeah.
Me I can't understand.
Sorry.
Mundu athikagiria tu no ucio wetagwo 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻.
𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮, okay.
Black chocolate.
Ne, fine melani. Yakinya hau. Ogo mukorano.
Mo fine hau. Na leo kitako ule tuko unaona liwa tani?
Toxic lyrically.
Yeah, basa ni maradu manite na 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮. Sinaona niko sawa. Sinaona naelewa.
Yani ruwe maundu no magukorire.
Iru ni magoraga ugo
Kogo ni urakimenya 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮 na rwimbo rweru na gaceni.
Ni ndiramona. Ona ndirenda kumwita aha nitwari nake umuthi. So he should be coming maybe this week or next week. I like the way that young man is doing.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of those young men.
I'm looking forward to kuona ciuria ukamuria.
Yeah, no ndogiaria Gikuyu.
Niki.
He can't speak.
He can't.
He can hear. Nijiguaga no
ndingihota kwaria. Gikuyu ni 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮.
𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮.
Okay.
But he's that one lyrically wewe mwingine ni 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮. Hali ungeita wote.
Mani igere udrari waterere. Wenda gotara.
Na kuna mwingine niliona juzi. Sasa. Anyway, rĩu ndathi kumureke nguni mareke hang. Ngona ndo mararo kwa makai na makai. Kamona what is happening. Nia kodi yathi soul kana jazz. Ai kana mugithi kigwe mugithi icio ngithigitaga ona ki.
Kama.
Na niguo na newa ndena utaru ne Gen Z. Une Gen Z. Wewe Gen Z wewe. Kwa miaka ngapi umefikisha 24 years? Kama hujafikisha 25. Gen Z odhago. By the way gukutire. Tiganie.
Na no wega. Tondu riu nona ungihurira riu ningi andu arika riaku ha.
Batiki so I listen to those kind of, but I don't understand. Yeah. But I like the beats, the flow,
the vibe.
Shada ni pangi. Shada ni bangi, si ndio?
Na ni kutoka kitambo, si ati hiyo hawaza kuja nayo.
Hiyo najua. Ndio mangijithene mauge shada gandwe.
Mauga ki foreign ni ora.
Even ona ndedu maragia sheng na nigi cero Nairobi ire. Ni dia hotire. Ona yana mire.
Ocerirwo Nairobi mwena uriku. Nairobi ni miena mingi.
Yarirwo rire, ndacerirwo Kenyatta. National Hospital.
Okay, soko kinokio ko.
Eastlands.
Nairobi ya muhuro.
Ogo ne agui na goko. Ni aha. No ni aha. Yes. Unaona leo karangara. So unaona, did I embrace sheng. Jirita kwera mundu ngihoro wa sheng akije iyo sheng yako ni akitambo manze. Yo sheng yako ni TBT. Anyway, yeah. Asiru nigithikagiria but I dikiragia hau. Dikiragia hau.
Wega. Kamake.
Nigumenya.
Okaoroka. Wikarania na aya nimegukuruta.
Mandutaga magacoka makambia gutheka.
No muhaka maguthekerere. Tondu riri urarega kumenya niki.
Today dina interest.
No, but you're in the industry. It's not about interest. You're in the industry.
I am.
Yes.
I know. I can tell you what is happening. Tauni ni ruboro bahati ni wrong with Hawaii. Ina dero rore ile.
Maita maigana.
Ni ona dinare ki.
We nama.
Dahi gorogo kibakira nyoni toni ni jwe bahati ile. Da holiday.
Ona tari bahati mbaya.
Anyway, music ne universal.
It is.
No equality yet. I don't think South African songs. I don't know what they are saying.
Yeah.
We listen to Zimbabwean songs. We don't know what they are saying. And others. I don't think I get nyimbo cia Kenya. Diora siugaga, Baruya diora siugaga. But I listen to the music ne language universal.
Yeah.
So the beats, no mnyene kuna hagera kexite. Tarogithika nyimbo cia mau cia Kamaru ni kuheaga kiundu
si awake na ga spirit fulani.
Tarugo zoina irinyaga hetu kwigurenda gucenjia kibango te mundu.
We toko ni we igwago we ari haku.
Hitukikuru.
Kaigwa kuruwirira bururi.
Ukigwa tongwa iti mungu thece mundu uguo. Music ni goni nyina gekora ikoragwo hana. So No take break. Waliko. No nikite no aba wahika. Nikio na gaja ko tahikire gafi.
Nira gaja.
Wahikira dia.
Nitoro go hahitokete o twahitokire.
Nikio nyandiki handu gatiriri. Marriage and kids nigetha tucoke ho. Ni wahika. Wahikira kuthieta.
Asa dahikete hedio kwari na hedio thieta ya bire kurugamia
hedi ya covid
period kau
hedi ya covid no thani mahikire ndo gutiro ndo ngimuragika
ngikihika tari angi
mundu ya kundu kahingo we
basi tukae alafu hakuna cash flow so badala tulipe rent nyumba mbili unalipa moja umaudo tamasio afuro todo mutire busy kiweto giga kingi haito muragitinda
hamwe
riu ngikihika
giakana kamwe
gigia tumahatha
gwicye ndwakia
mugoda monoru menyagwo no magetha
ndakandwe yanangite we wari kairitu kega kuringana na uria turakiona
kairitu kega gathirangia
mundu athieta
eni kaithieta kariki
ai asa
dieta takire only fans
asa
ni dieta ndari wira
roho angaide arega
wena mane wangai wena
roho angaide arauga ndwari faji roho angaide arauga ndwathiete uguo keananga na maundu mathi maguthira
maundu mathi no gafagikani
kidogo ndio kurikana malai
no maundu macio mangi ndario kairetu kega kahoreri
ukigatuma hatha
kahina kairetu
ngai ni mugai mai handu hacoke ura mundu athia gwetha waheirwo
rimwe magikinyia mwaka ge discover I am pregnant again
tondu murakirira mwakihona muthuri rakihorera dio na menye ndio kwari okuria gigia kairetu kangi kanini mwana ni Jesu ni after 1 year
1 year 7 months kaneta na 1 year 7 months
do you need stress
no they siniguo geragia gwiciria uria da functionaga hindi yo gona diary sawa no hindi yo no menya you just flowing with life one day at a time todo first of all experience ya childbirth tiododari na gobereo my first pregnancy was twins so it was very unfamiliar dio yo dogi koguo you just cope you just deal with it and then now immediately after gemekera birthday 1 year I realize I am pregnant so now there's nothing we can do we are here so the priority was just to stay sane na God is good toduru ni ado agima marahota gwitwara
na video conversation iro ndigwa muthuri akigwetwo muno
akiri oho riu
uyo muzeti yo ni akitajwo kai ngomire kiko ine mwana wa ithe witu you left your marriage no lero for better for us
where ni wasokire gwithukana but kai ndakiri oho
ukiumira kihiko ine
ngiumira uguo
ugitiga muthuri mora muturi wa kuire hindi ya covid agikumenyerera
akijoya tondu ndari ku
agikuiga mathagu-ini ma ni agikurehagira
tukioyana
sawa mukioyana muthuri wa no ni thakuigurire kana ukimuiguira whatever works
tugisagurana andu akiri ingi
ni nwacoka wa mutiga
ni maisa magithii uguo ngugithii uria gwathire so I'm no longer married no twana twakwa tukiri oho
riu na twana
tutatu ujiwaga ndo makiyugithia na guko jati game yezi anza 1-0 ni de 3-0 na ndiri oho na ndiramaka
mundu angicabarira no muhingice uru munene wakwira wena mwana athieta kwahia
riu ri onathi arathie ku
riu ndauga atiriri kuringana na expectations ya andu aingire
niguo ndiraiga atiriri onani arathie ku because it is either you accept me with my 3 children or you go to someone or abotete ciana ithatu you understand there's no hathire handu ati he gororira kowe macio no meciria
no language yaku gandu me 30 ni njega kweli
riu wikatia
language ya
it is demeaning for sure
tari language njega 10
it is demeaning
the 1030 I mean need yonaga hakwa I don't know but hakwa need yonaga
it is demeaning nerere ando ne mari ka kedigete ka urimo ne mari ka urimo kehoka ko attach value yao na andu ari angi you understand because you can't find your value ni igikuria taru Jeffrey togioyana ta thaisi uradeithia atia because you cannot answer that question so you want to make me look like I am of less value nigetha tuhane ta turaigana
nigetha ni gode iguru ria kukidogo na gakoro withi ugo wandehera githana gakuririkana
ngakwira unajua nilikuchukua na watoto watatu ni kama walikuwa wanalala njaa so na ru hau neho urona ginya comments ta cia marriage bamba mafala ciraingirira tondu arumene marika ukingitaru keho fulani
kariko
ye kwenda karorwo
kariko
itaka ure uka badala wewe upandishe value yako hado withondeke na wikare sit with yourself ask myself ni eta Jeffrey tigana na ni attached to Gathoni ni eta Jeff
what is my value
what is my value what do I bring to the table kiuria kiumwendete kuria tumia we value yaku niki nigetha tusemanie nawe ri
jigwa mukiwa you are the trophy
yes yozuri ona disokaia tondu riu we uroka ko like if you don't already see value why are we here so ando ingi matiendaga guikara sit with yourself ask yourself what do I do wrong who am I first of all nigetha umenye we maundu maria makurakaragia maria magukenagia niki gitumaga utwike we what makes you a good person what makes you a bad person what choices have you made in the past that have led you to this point in life and what kind of person do you want to be in the future nigetha umenye haria ungicenjia kana haria ungigarurira nigetha riu ugioka kwe mundu uyu ungiri uracaria mundu ona we withondekete nduracaria value kuriwe hivyo
na gwicira twethaga riri ni twethaga validation validation riu gwicira twamiaga tukaona riu no tudiminire andu aria angi
na nikio wiguaga tariu atumia ringi wigua magicafa kihiko-ini ri when they come out of that space they tell you ona atumia aria most of the contributors are maudhina maya ma ihiko na ki ni atumia acio angi nona mutu taru mamu wanyu for example ni akoi na ni oe wathe waku but arenda riu nie njoke ndimuteithie wira waku guthondeka agikorwo we ni wa muremire ni me I'm just a stranger
but those are your choices what to get to somebody nawe ri twacemania nawe twendane ri hatire handu muciari arokira hatire handu arata marokira na ithuĩ twacemania nawe so if you make a wrong choice you have no one else to blame
but do you realize that humans are the best pretenders in the world taru Jeff no unyone uthikiririe ngiaria handu taru uhuragira makofi arafu we uthi wandike to noti tatu turandika haha umenye Gathoni endete kina arumene moe ko act we tueka undu kau for a period of miakeo by the time turakinya miaka 3 we have already advanced to the next level so by the time I realized it was an act we are already into deep.
And we also say the same for women. We also say the same for women.
Yes.
Mutumia mwiritumia guka abetwe mwega very submissive
adugagire mamu wanyu savasi
then one day ogokira omurore oguo na wirore urigwo kanewe then the other problem I have ni standards ida twikagirira whether men or women muno makire nywe ni nyo to blame atumia mundu awekira standards akasikinyo
they know standards niki
up until umumenye wega uri kana ne gura kwe value
yes
but some of these things it doesn't make sense
why
for example kegwira tiriri eketwari dasemana na muiretu for example golf dasemana na muiretu I am is Jeff ketwaberia
kwa wekira kimugambo kiria giaku hindi yo riu nyondo wa
twabia kwari muiretu ciori aba arora tiriri mundu ni rahura golf koguo no akoro na besha number 2 athie parking are ngari ria ndi nayo aikonde na ngari akimirora we ni less expectations ya Kenya.
Yeah.
Ogwa akamenya yo box
Diraigira. But that is preference.
No agithi one na Range Rover na dathi na candidate amunegera ngirimo kana ngirigire. Then automatically akaisia gauge yake. For example, arathi yakure Kiambu town akore no me I don't do. Yeah. Me I go to Kilimani, I go to all those places. Agiukate netere kure arathi ana nduthi. Mwasabani nake me I don't do that.
Sit ni value addition.
No,
but
you are not doing that before.
No, but if agikondra for daka nduthi urenda twena wethi na mbere na nduthi niki.
You're not getting.
Come add value.
You're not getting my point.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is be you. Stop being someone you're not. For example, mwadhieba of course kutwaraba akoro kamuzinga gaka kani tuguraga 25 re.
Nomenya no turaguthoma
Ni nyuaga 25. Twakirie mere ngirigire. Tu for example, mwasawana mwire tu cio arenda gukwira umugure kiria we atag. See, kiria we atag afford. Me what I am saying is just be Gathoni. Just be Jeff. Dina problem yaku gukorwo gigokinyukithie kinya riu ringi. But don't be that person that you are not. Stop. Tia gwikira Gathoni Pro Max.
Haya, riu nani ri gucokerie. Haya, uyu ni Gathoni. Niguo Gathoni wa umuthi. No Gathoni mutu-ini wake ri hena haria arenda gukinya rucio.
Na dina problem.
Na ingesemania na Jeff, nyone Jeff niwe darasa yako ya kunginya hau rucio ri. And if you can afford, why not?
I don't have a problem. No, dina ukoro we ambitious.
Yeah.
Dina no. Dina na your ambitions. What I don't understand is why you are pretending to be someone you are not.
Because I am living in the future me. I have the potential to get there.
What happens if that?
When you're quickening you have come between the rugendo-ini nego, the thafari-ini. It's a straight line like this. So me, I was heading somewhere. In my head, I knew the Kenya. No, taruore gweri vision yako ya giambia kuina yare. I want Beyonce to also know my music. So me, I'm on that line. But where waigirira hadu gatagati. Woka waba wani disrupt. Todo niwe woka.
Nawe tekira ku disrupt ka todo nani ukwendaga.
Ni sawa waigira. But mimi sasa path yangu ni hii. Destination yangu ni hapa.
Hapo tuko na wewe.
Na sasa Jeff amenipata hapa mahali katikati. Na Jeff nimeona ona no adidekithie to makinya tuiganona nginya haria ndathia. Why not?
Haya, I want a husband who has a car. I want a husband who is financially stable. I want a husband. Manita.
First of all, dirika kuigwa mundu akiuga I want a husband, full stop. Twambie. Mekuo. Ona netori iretu aya meguko. Do you want a husband? Twambie hau.
Dia gukoro anti marriage. Marriage works. Ni Jesus. Where do you want a husband?
With my thank you.
You want a what?
A nothing.
What do you want? It is either white or black.
A rich husband.
Ona ndo afata uti do with kore. Where do you know where kulingana na wale kwa kinanda wa.
Ni uru urenda kujokeria kiu Joria.
Kulingana na wale wathire kwa kinanda wa ri. Hiyo kwa kinandoa ni kama hapo kupeleka vizuri. Kwa kinandoa ni ile tunapoenda.
Kwa kinandoa wale watu wanataka kuingia ni watu hawajakuwa huko. Na ni sawa kwa sababu kama unataka kula na mambo za watu wengine.
Ate marriage kubamba mafala. I don't think so. Well, I think that is ate order kujira ate Gathoni. Is marriage that bad? Ate kuyando mekiko ine maturaga mariraga
True.
Kwedu mekiko ine maturaga makenete. Tari wandu aria tari ni handu tari ni ndia ikana go Kiambu. Oguo ogumena haria kist na kubekarite kuwega. Kono sele mutu na mutumia wake makenete. Maguru teka sadaka.
Haukanya kibe.
Makenete mesawa. No andu aya metagwo the rich, The middle class acio matura maruaga.
No we uramenya atia mesa wanora marorera nja.
No, but you can tell. There's genuine happiness in those guys.
Let me tell you, Jeff, people get married for different reasons. Hemodo hikaga tondu baba oda afondaga irio muthenya, akona mwanake uramuhe irio muthenya. Agakena. Hemodo hikaga tondu ni akora ngari parking nja gwaku. People get married for different reasons.
True.
And the problem with us is thinking that we are all in the same journey. Unaona? Na nikio taruwe todo nagado mena apro nene muno mitandao ini ndio waga statement kau. That was someone's opinion. It was one person. And it was her opinion and ti komotara ra mutaraga. Kwene kugara ugaga. Kurigana na oria we ara understand. Rugo na kuginya ndo makigiria maundu ma Bible. First of all, we cannot refer to the Bible for certain things. Tondu taru wa refer Bible uhoro wa kihiko kwa bia kuhe ndeto cia Adam na Hawa. Mamu wa Adamu no. When mamu wa Adamu. Niwe mamu Hawa. So these people were fresh, mare factory settings. Mathia kuanetie mato ta mari ari wina mo wetha ici kuma hindiria waciarirwo from childhood maundu wiguite wonete. They didn't have any baggage. They had nothing. They didn't have anything to heal from, or they were new. So you can't tell me that marriage is supposed to work because Adam married Eve.
There were no heartbreaks.
There was nothing. They were fresh. It's like maritasiana. It's like a clean paper. So that is why it worked. So we cannot refer to that as the standard of marriage, because we have to come to the realization of heka udokageji wagado makiuga aria meke hiko iniona aria mebere itu tulianzana na wewe mwanaume akiwa chini alafu akafika mahali akaniacha. Jeff ona arata ni owi arata wari nao primary tio wari nao high school no na tio we nao thaisi. We need to debunk this notion of first of all, every relationship should be intimate. There are so many kinds of love. Niye na we no twendane nekorwo the intimate. It doesn't have to go anywhere. First of all, we tweherie structure yo tondu nika structure twekerirwo mutwe na mundu ria watwekirire tokonika wakire kuri we hende yo. Second, we need to remove this notion ya marriage atini till death
do us part.
Till death do us part. Eyo ne roraga andu ingi. Because maybe the writer did not mean the physical death ya mwiri ate terio soke teri. Maybe that is not what it meant. Maybe
akora gotaja party mwe cia mwiri.
Maybe or the death of the connection. Kindu kiria giatonyitithanirie gia kuare. But
why do people marry?
And then Jeff, let me ask you. Now you nituge we no ukorwo thia ngite. Not a wesirie taru we tuge ta Kiambu iyo. We serirwo Kiambu, we ikaraga Kiambu, urerirwo Kiambu. Wahikia mundu wa Kiambu. Alafu uramwita the love of your life. Umejaribu Muhindi. You're the best in the world. Which world? Where have you gone?
The Kiambu world and my world. You see, try a horror of my wild.
So ogiada ndukirwo ri uthie ruraya ri ukorane na mundu ungi mwega gukira ucio mutumi uyu akauga atia tukimusangithiria agithie ruraya akihikania akihikia muthungu toko muthungu ucio niwe wari wake
soulmates,
you know. So we not trying to debunk maundu maingi muno uhoro ini topic iyo ya marriage ni kwaja ndienda kumiaririria tondu it's very personal and if yours is working and working is relative because me what I know for sure is tondu dana korwo ho no muhaka hakorwo hena mwena umwe rainama so
there's a lot of compromise.
There's a lot of compromise and if you're okay making those compromises mimi sina shida na wewe oni hakwa mwade kidogo because again I do not understand taru togyo na twendaniri we can have a relationship without having to share a roof. Does it make sense? Like there are need to ikarania te haha riu to discuss age to maundu twa wana ginya gwagagire gitio ngenda gucenjia carpet ni we ndiroria kala. Do you understand? Like I need to have some sort of respect for you.
Yes.
And guikarania ko ni nyonaga ni kurehaga kam umenyerano keho fulani.
Ni woraga andu bakahikaria mundu tariu ngahikaria mutumia wakwa ikaraga ngego.
No mwendane mwe. By the way, if it requires you living together, it is not love. Agikorwo no muhaka muikaranie nyumba imwe ati nigetha ndugachitage kana ati uri ongi ndagekage kana it is not. Agikorwo ndungi mutingi thie apart for like a year na mucoke mwi hamwe kana even when you are apart you're doing your own different things, because that is the other thing that people are struggling with in marriage. Tukoyana ri, me I was living my life. Let's say to meet me career I don't commit mostly in late 20s tuge. That is 20 something years modoyo ikarete atari nawe. And then now all of a sudden ureda ru woke a ship kulingana na ka structure kauka. I want a wife who looks like nataka kwanza weka odo ndironire internet ine karagenia muno. Ka oriaro memuga ate mareda bibi anataka kupika chapati. Niliambiwa mjioe. Ukiangalia huku nje wale watu wanapika chapati wengi ni wanaume. Unaona?
Nani kikorome na murudi kimwiro.
No wana reu standards hizo nizo ziratoba kinya kugena na lugha ta hizo. Because mi utakuja kuniambia kama sikuipika ugali kwetu alafu wewe unataka teru threshold yaku ya mutumia ni kuruga ngima. Ai uona wewe na maundu mangi maku maka.
But nigga ukuragia trade in your understanding.
Yeah.
Why do people marry? Why do people marry?
People marry for different reasons. Na ndiko kweleta.
Companionship.
Tigana na isio, hiyo ni textbook. Achana na the textbook reasons. Tigana na what we were structured to think. Let us think, Jeff, realistically. Kwe modohikaga tondu kwao ndahotaka kuria 3 meals a day. Na niasemania na mwanake aigira gwake muthenya wa mbere ona kwina fridge. Amenya guku ndingiuma. Kwina mundu ohikaga tondu ni akinyirie miaka. Na ndwari othe mathomire nao ni mahikire. Kwina mundu ohikaga tondu you want to have children. And you do not want to raise your children without their father.
Okay.
So, nikio wiwa most people say, ndegoko ni undu wake.
Asiana.
Kuna mundu hikaga ni undu wa kuna mtu trauma. Kwe mwiretu maybe arerwo ni single mother. So ageciria ati the other side is better because always wikoraga if you didn't get something growing up, you always try to look for it. So, na asio ru ni kimarambaga fiyo. Unafika hapo unapata hey, now I understand why I was lucky to even not have a dad in the picture. You understand?
Yes.
So, people get married for different reasons. Wena modo waku ri, mwanyita nae, mumuranie ciuria ya mwagirwo kurania.
By the way,
Niki. Yeni. Yes.
Ndanoga kuhura nguo.
One, rikwa jaru arume mahikanigire maundu. Kwi moragia ndiranegenirie handu ma. Tiru ni nguhikania ndiranoga kuihurira certificate. Kai.
That is wrong reason.
Yeah, nashindwa riu urute muiretu kwao.
Okay,
kuhuragira nguo fathi. Nuno wangu azihitaji pasi. Because I am raising daughters. Yes. And I do not think, me I tell my mom openly, but I tell my mom, first of all, me I will never have the marriage discussion with my children. Never. It will never be a topic in my house.
What?
If it comes up, ache kuje kutoka kwao, but not from me.
No ginya muhike goko, no ginya.
Because those are the voices we grew up listening to.
No ginya ni de gathoni maito wanyu. Gekira ngufiyeta kwata ngufiyeta mutira na njari hau uhikini wa.
Netina ke. Yes. You know. So, maso nemo maundu twa we grew up in a society that taught us that. That is why no matter how much you achieve, onogiachieve na nituonaga even in places of work nitari ukwe misemani itathiaga itari na bete. Na dire muhiku. But because you know he undu gukuo differently.
Niki by the way utari married. Mundu wakure niki utari married.
No ana he undu gukuona kuna kaishima fulani.
Yes.
Na the sad reality of life is most of this money come from men. And it's mostly the older men. And these men ni marionaka kau kiria kau
kafuis kidogo ona ndo hikite yako na leo baitu leo
re joerumu ingekade gashekie no ri
leo ndo we ko twakire wira wetagwa
ne
ugathina na bete.
Yes, because men respect their fellow men.
Yes.
They have very little respect for us. Yeah. So when you understand the game,
discussion hiyo ya marriage you don't have muno.
Did I come have. It's not.
But you also you've grown in a complete family.
And that was part of the problem.
Your father is
yeah,
there.
I have seen the sacrifices my mother made.
Your mother is there.
And they're not worth it.
Your brother is there. So you don't have to kuate ukiko kia mwanyu getiarekia.
Getiarekia gakurigana nani. Niona ndigiconoka ni ndimwiraga na nioi.
Niki.
Todo ona hideo because my dad is late. But even when we were living to me, I used to tell her. Me I used to ask her Niki wekaga huko. Like, because it can't be that your job as a woman every day of your life is to remind me that my father is a good man. Because if he was, no de onere. Yeah. So, doge kuithia murigo wa mundu ungi.
But you see, well, badwa anyway mundu akiwa mother wanyu yarauga atia.
We ni sawa.
Exactly.
Ni sawa.
Bottom line.
It's
that
okay.
is the bottom line.
But now you see, the problem with that is it shapes who I become as well.
Okay.
Yes, because
you're also raising a boy.
And I am also part of this setting. Not a setting here or do where are comfortable. I am also part of that setting.
Yes.
And I will not learn because of what she's saying. I will learn because of the things I am seeing.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I understand.
So gokora dena ka defense ke hoflanika ni kwa jagotire kidogo kidakaragia taku approach on muduru. Like hakuna bedhe kitu nikasirisha kama hiyo.
We straight though.
Sips water.
Do orakenda ko approach or no?
No, like because Theodomoru, but it's just the thought that I know what the goal is. Like I already know game ni ile akuna the basics of life remain the same. There's nothing new. And the fact that you also expect respect with no value. And I don't know if it's just us, but dugo kugwito kwa jagi koyuine te sianane cia 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮 at the same time. They were all feeding in my stomach for at the same time, the same food nini masiaro at the same time. Not a game cia kaheni ithano nikigeka. Ni sawa.
It's a tradition.
It is okay.
It is a tradition.
And I am not beating the tradition.
Okay.
But what has he done? So you realize that most men grow with that respect without value, without worth. Niora heo iteo sitaresia ukakora riu taruni I'm the only girl in my family. Ndireto na 3 brothers. So ukakora in my family ni kwageragia ku balance o tondu na gutire maundu matakio gwika. But in other families you find nie ni ndira coachwo. Me I'm being trained on how to be a girl, how to be no mwanake arero atia kiu ne kihetigana nakio kege kwenda and this is the person who will later come to marry me. So there are another day delusional mono gemwonia ni kore maundu there's a way of doing things.
Yeah.
And still they are demanding respect. So wasaria kindu kiria urahe gitio ugakirorero uguo. And that is what me I remember there's a time my show Zuzo did I waga kiuga kahika miaka 3 na mundurume wa miaka 60 mesiragio ndu umwe.
Otorani tugaga mutumia wa miaka 80 na waritu wa miaka 20 same.
Mundu era reasons yake, but me I came to understand that it's because of oguo. Ni negetha heo gitio tariu ona even in workplaces and everywhere else we have to do double the work. You have to prove yourself. Ndio maana unaonanga hata ukipita unaweza pitwa na dem kwa barabara kwa jam useme kai na ni muiretu uratwarithia gari yo niki ni dereva si dem.
But ni dereva dem
ni sawa lakini why does it matter todo mwathomire
but you realize that these are two different people. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Ni hari unotiganu wa mundurume
ni hari
ni hari uguo ri ndiu kana yukaga subconsciously kana yukaga I don't know but it will always come the same way if you go to
it is conditioning.
Tarure for the US if you look at their independence makoreto na me adita kwa makadama magana 300 ni mara ina chance ya corona president wa bere mutumia did they elect did they
and that is why I'm saying the problem is deeper than na yabageredia riu haria yabageredia haria. We already thought of the differences when we are young. Nikio ona kaona ithuetare we would have a very we already know that we have a very good presidential female candidate. In your mind you know her. Exactly. But when it is tabled hey maudu maria mokaga
ona mutumia akiro matero ona president ona mutumia akiro kama MP
anything
na MC
ona sifo waitora
abago si ndari buthu
ona ngika thuro tigo ona ngika thuro tia rede wa matha na matha ni atumia no muhaka korwo ha na vetting yeho nene
mutumia ucio ni wega athuria itu
no athuri you can be anything very easily without
is it societal problem?
Yeah, it is. And that's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm saying, like for me, I've made the decision to not raise some topics at home.
Okay.
Because society, what is society? Yabagi amusi, kwa nyunyoba. Maudo Maria, most of the things you've become are as a result of the things you had growing up. Either kwanyu, kanado rema go surrounded. Tau he ka video dekire TikTok thie mono ando makirakara muno. Yugani edukanere mwana wako waka he. He's 6 years old. Don't tell him not to cry. Don't tell him he's a man.
Arere fiyo.
Reke mwana wako arire. We okoro wako urenda kumwira he's a man. It's okay. That is on you.
And that is where also the problem is.
Yeah.
Gunaga statistics, I think the whole of this week. Dini wadu magana matatu wale me uragi. 290. 289, 290.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a topic you mana argue at really. Orewe ura tetra aitumia na airetu mwana ucio ri tetra arume ndi mwana uyu wira wa mundu mene wira ukoro very thankless.
Yeah.
Thankless in this sense. I will odo owo the later on had I failed one time. She just failed. I failed haka udukanini. What you can failure. You have failed your parents, you have failed the society, you have failed your wife, you have failed your children, and you have failed the people that you are mentoring around.
Yeah.
So really, this is too much for me to handle. So I don't need to face the reality.
Negeda demo fail re.
Yes.
Negeda dikamo fail.
Okay, and I think that is a problem.
And I also think it is more inward than outward. Because taruwe nego kwerete that iyo tu kuka nini dite through a lot of healing na just the psychological healing and whatever. And it is just in realizing, because even you're as a result of what you let affect you. But if you know your value, Jeff, dorandi dikoiro ate no mwako guthokire mutumia waku nigetha ukorwo mudurume. Do you understand? The outward force de gukorwo na hinya muno kuri we agikorwo we you are secure with the kind of person you are.
Yeah.
Na nikio kwirutira wira ni very important. Very important. Because now you will not need the outward validation. Todo maudo macio ruga marakorado neguo ni marakorado and people are not the same.
Yes.
But you also need to rethink life. We also need to rethink life in a very deep way. Maisa we maya wokire weika. No na taru ugo gwiri taru ni de na mahatha. They are two different people. Their lives are very different. Na gikoro ni hekedo dara nile very early in life na parenting ni the art of detachment. Because there is no connection between me and my children. Maisa ona koroda masiarire ngekua magire omuoyo.
No magrava no there's a way, life has a way of
so modo wakinya hadu ha kwimenya we thodeke na thini.
Are you bitter about life? Are you bitter about marriage? Are you bitter about your past? Are you bitter about
No. I am not bitter. Like hey, did I bitter? And when actually it is very funny because when I was bitter I hadn't actually gone through anything in life. I was just bitter because of the things I was hearing and the things I was seeing, and life was not looking right. And that is why I understand Gen Z's remwenema kuona anga iho. Because that was me in my 20s. Ndaiguaga de unashindwa kwa nini maisha yendi vile. Mazee, mimi nataka nikuwe millionaire at 24, wanasahau unaweza kuwa millionaire at 24. Alafu by the time unagonga 26 hauna kitu yoyote. So because need my excuse agato no menyo toy doy. So I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter.
Reure ni murare na play iretagwo wangu wa makeri. And rage play aga party na muno. How was it? Iramukirwa tene ado.
It was very beautiful. Netwagire response nene muno. Na egyo muno ni ona ki host aria mokire ku katesho yo. It did very well. Todo na turai na rerun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ni dokire rerun dara migona gukaisi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, ni arisivirwo wega. Fiu.
Wathikiriria feedback ya andu tondu of course mukiroraga andu marauga ati horo wa history ya Mugikuyu.
Andu ni maraigua makĩiyũkia kĩhoro ũcio mũno na they are very hungry for more. Tondu taru angĩkorwo you watch the play. Taru kuthini ni kwari na lessons nyingi muno cia maundu. Wewe ni kaundu kariku walanire keru toy.
Baingi muno muthura na kwa ena mutumia umwe. Na by the way tareke ngwiro ndu umwe. Ana tondu mucokete kuhura na ndu mucokete kuhura athuri ati ni irresponsible. Ungirora hindi ya maumau athuri mathire ko. Hindi ya maumau athuri mathire ko.
Ni mathire githaka.
Mathire githaka. Matigire umeci.
Atumia.
Yes. So culturally tene musiiri ne makaga nyumba ne maroraga ciana muthuri aturathiana ku uturi,
and that is where ni how niho thina urokira.
Yes.
Because athuri aya, and thank you very much for saying that, because we're in the same thought line. Because athuri aya macokire riu bara yathira magicoka mecii. So you're the head of the family, but the head to do what? And then you have come back with a lot of trauma. Todo haro uraikaraga no we anytime.
We how.
Yes. No leo we uriona how we no urero niwe wagirwo gukorwo mutongoria wa mucio riku. When we na decisions, when responsibilities igwetereire. So we have to recognize that even you, Jeff, we mwana wa maumau. It trickled down to you. Trauma area your forefathers maumire nayo. Neo yokire ge password down.
Yes.
Na nikio tuna a lot of toxic masculinity because we are being led by men who do not know what they are doing. And we have to accept that. We have to accept the reality.
Some men. Duka hodera all.
Sawa.
Some men. Yes, let me correct. Some.
Nda horo juge some. Sawa.
Some.
I have been forced.
No, some men.
No, but that is the reality of life. And that is why you see when most people separate through in setup ya marriage, atumia ni mahota guthi na mbere. But men maita begine makrashaga because of that. To make a structure ni yo ya adu acio. And that is why I'm saying men need there's a lot of work that need to be done by men as well. To heal themselves. Nigga way okay uragia ni ta Jeffrey. Maundu maria njeka ni maundu makwae, kana maundu mekagwo ni bale cito. Kana maundu dakuire kuma kuria daciarirwo kana you know. Evil.
Okay. So it was a good. Now people are hungry for more.
People are very very hungry. People are hungry for todo odomwe wagwa makeria to hotithirie gwika ni gucoka. Going back to ona ithuĩ twalanaga as we go. Na maundu mamwe maka make sense muno tondu nona riu muthungu ni okire guthukia structure ya maundu maingi na mibango itu taru agikuyu na uria twekaga maundu. So now you understand why most of the problems you have right now are as a result of.
So you agree mathina maitu mamwe marehe makureho
ni makureho for sure.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Dude, what is new? Projects, play, life. Okay, we're going to approach on men.
What did you go? No, did you? Okay, so let me own it. Let me own it. Bale ninachukia kukatiwa si siri.
Wewe ndaka kukatia.
Hapana, nachukia tu like
nduonaga yenjaga tondu wonagira mundu
18 ni ndirona ni joy hari orathie
acoke oke akwire maundu
ma to ye one ucoke ru uke wewe na ka threshold gaku kabaga gaku ke underground ke hari athi ukore baya kwa yaho guo rubi urenda kugucia
kwe wodo rake
riu nuona riu hado to waste time
don't it
jirega ndiona da jirega
ondo ngikara oro guo ndu Florida ngurugura rake na akihona
niki mundu akiraga muthani riu ha nini nawe
Kenya tukiraga ira turare sina hinya wana wa thitima
ni korari irio sina hinya we ha
maundu ma ngai gakonia ho
we ni urafondirio sina hinya kabatawe
ndio atiriri ngoro nĩ renda mũno no mwĩrĩ naguo ndũrĩ na ũhoti
nĩkĩ rutho ni nĩkĩ ngĩkorwo ngĩcaria hihi tondũ rĩu niĩ ndarĩrĩirwo kanitha-inĩ nĩ nderirwo maũndũ mamwe nĩ makũkĩgĩa ciana na nĩ ndakĩgĩire ndĩna ithatũ
maũndũ mau matiragũcanjamũra
nĩ ndĩrarigwo mũno nĩkĩ ngĩkorwo
ũrongerera atĩ ũguo ũrauga haha mũndũ acoke agũkore handũ
kwĩna mũndũ wĩna evidence handũ
Oya maũndũ marĩa tugaga mũtikehie inyuĩ mutikehie wewe nĩguo ũratwĩra no agacoka anyway project njerũ twarĩkia by the way ina twakena gũkuona I think discussion is very very important tuna mathĩna maingĩ mũno domestic violence nĩ nyingĩ mũno feminism nĩ nyingĩ mũno chauvinism nĩ nyingĩ mũno ũhoro wa andũ kwaranĩria ũru kurumana andũ arĩa gũtwara andũ arĩa angĩ and especially gũkũ nenda-inĩ cyberbullying maũndũ maingĩ mũno ũgakorwo ongerera thĩna igũrũ wa thĩna ũrĩa ũngĩ tũgakorwo twĩ handũ horu mũno na andũ na irumire hingũragĩra TikTok tarĩ ũngĩthiĩ ũhingũre TikTok ũguo kore rĩu hena ng'ombe ciĩkwendera na cina itarĩ na iniũrũ rĩu ũkona mũndũ ũrĩa andĩkĩte na nĩ ng'ombe it's just a cow man it's a cow
we don't know people are really disturbed because why are you triggered by a cow
ng'ombe ĩyo yaciarwo ĩna thĩna ĩna thĩna rĩngĩ ĩna thĩna wa iniũrũ ũkona andũ marumanĩte hau yani umeshindwa sasa
kwa ya ng'ombe inakusaidia
watu wako sawa by the way hatuko sawa
watu wako sawa
ndionire model ya mũndũ PWP ainĩte handũ we have a serious we have a serious problem irumire tũrarumana ndoni marumite monekerete go mwe David rĩu kũnora rĩ na kũhĩnja rĩ where is your problem
niĩ ona njugaga atĩrĩrĩ we angĩkorwo ndũrenda kuona andũ anoru we rũmĩrĩra andũ arĩa hĩnju like because kuna vitu zingine they are very nĩ kũrĩ maũndũ ma ũrimũ ni njugaga nĩ ũrimũ na niĩ nĩkĩo cyberbullying nĩ ndĩngĩnyingĩra ũguo
no kũrumana gwa Facebook guy
no mũtũire Facebook
nĩ tũkorwo Facebook
okay
Facebook nĩ tũkorwo
miaka twaku no tũrathi tũgĩtũtaraga
TikTok nĩ go Facebook nĩ ndingĩma Facebook is me
yeah the business is there
yeah nĩ ona mũngiuga atĩ Facebook nĩ yaciana gũikara kũu Facebook kũndũ gĩtangĩthi nĩ Tinder
nĩkĩ
Tinder ndaiguire atĩ gũtikoragwo gwĩ kwega
no wakwĩrire
nĩ aya manjĩra atĩ Tinder
no we Jeff gũtirĩ ũndũ ũraumana nawe we maũndũ marĩa mothe ũrerwo nĩ kwĩrwo
nĩ kũrũnjĩra
we gũtirĩ ũndũ ũĩ we nĩ gũkorio
by the way keguro ũndũ ũmwe and it's something that I said and it's something that I will I'll die with it ni ndĩtĩkĩtie maũndũ mau atĩ thiĩ online gethe atĩ mũhiki nĩki
we no menya tũgũkorwo nĩ ũkĩonaga everywhere
nĩki
tũkorwo they are on your laps at any time
no aikone ndirakwenda rĩ ti horo wa ng'ano ni njĩtagwo ng'ania wa ng'ano period
na angĩkorwo mũndũ ũcio ũrenda ekũu ndũrĩ ũracemania nake rĩ
nĩki acha akone na nĩ ndorĩo gũkũ ndona ũyũ nĩ mwega ndĩmũna we wĩ mwega na ndakwenda period ũhoro wa gũthiĩ ũũ atĩ maũndũ mau matũtũmĩte tũkorwo twĩna problem atĩ kwĩhitha
ti kwĩhitha no menya rĩu tarĩu Tinder ĩrakũhe scope nene tondũ rĩu we ũgũgĩtũra kwanyu itinjete kamũhĩndĩ kamũthuri nyone ũrĩa
let me deal with my people Ewe tucoke ngatho
thank you very much
wina project ya Rubororo
I'm working on my EP ni work on my EP na ndĩrenda gũtwara kahora na I have started another project on TikTok direka I'm selling my music to nĩ nyandĩkaga mũno ndĩrakorwo ndĩna nyĩmbo nyingĩ mũno so I'm just putting them out there nĩgetha mũndũ ũrĩa ũngĩkorwo no ahote kũina na ndangĩhota kwandĩka they can reach out to me and we can work together
one of the challenges wonete na music itu nĩ rĩkũ
first of all mwena wa vasanii ni kwaga originality this ni turageria because industry ũrĩa rathiĩ ni diverse ti tatene rĩu ũrĩa ndamenya riu kwa kiri station ciganona nicio ciratucagurira nyimbo iria tukuigwa koguo na mwini uria wegicagia renda kuina o kuringana na uria araigwa but right now no gukorwo kwina nyimbo nyingi fio and I'm loving the fact that taru thaici haha tuikarite gikuria Billboard top 10 Billboard songs cia naja ndungicimenya because we have a lot of songs turathikiriria cia guku gwitu so that is one change but also it's a challenge for some artists tondu msanii atarenda ku grow na atarenda gutwarana na mahinda ni iratugucia thi. The other thing, it is also a challenge because omodo andu aria mara receive music re no waya turagayana koguo tondu kwina so many avenues cia go search music na ko get music modo no aremo kunginyira raithi but now the other advantage of that is andu aria gukinyira kana andu aria megukinyirwo ni nyimbo ciakwa they will be my people so it is very easy for me to have my crowd.
Very well.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ushetago Gathoni Dival. Weitire Dival niki kane Diva.
Kau ni karugano ka muthenya ungi.
What happened?
Ni kala yuhu.
No, just wewe mwati. Weitire Gathoni Dival niki.
Kai ndugu kabia.
Asha.
Deitire de high school.
Okay.
Deitire de high school.
Wale Diva wa high school.
No, there was a competition yokaga. So I wrote a song to perform. So to ha ugo togicaria stage names re. Deda kuita Queen Diva. But sasa Diva ilikuwa ka very so nikaongeza tu L. So kwa
Dival.
Dival. Ilikuwa Dival initially. Dival so later nika drop Q.
Okay. Kabaki na
Dival.
Gathoni Dival. Yesegane Diva.
Ni taguo. To ukiongerera ka twist. Tondu riu hindi andu othe Facebook meitaga agao Diva. Shiro Diva, Divalicious.
Delicious. Facebook never told you about Facebook. No, akora waga user, mundu akiraga ne username.
Yeah.
Yaraga akwa. The Jeff. Ena gibetaga Bootylicious.
Bootylicious.
Mwasha bani yake ni.
Whether bootire.
Okona
Licious eho.
No booty hatire we. Wakora ne
non-existent.
Netiwa etheriho. Bio hatire. Gathoni tuhe mundu ngenda gukunyita no igwa no redia nyimbo ciaku.
Yeah.
Twaririe twire mundu gukunyita ko thiini wa mitambo yo kinyanĩria.
Okay. Facebook account no ikoragwo ho. Tagwo Gathoni wa Waweru. Instagram Gathoni Waweru. TikTok Gathoni Dival.
All right. Thank you very much indeed. Ngoro mirire ko mitambo-ini yo kinyanĩria. TikTok na kuria kongi guothe. Yaina mahinda mega nditagwo Jeff Kuria. Asante sana.
Jeff Kuria TV, be a champion.